Well, good evening. I'm excited to be here tonight for our business training. What's really, really, really cool about this training tonight is about 2 hours ago, I got a phone call from Eulalie, um, and she three-wayed me in to one of her club members that had a question about product. And she said, "Is this a good time? Can we set up a time to do a three-way chat? When are you available?" And I was in the middle of cooking dinner, and I said, "Well, I'm available right now if you want." And she got her on the phone. We did a three-way, and we upgraded her product. We got her on some more stuff. We talked for about maybe half an hour, and then I thought, oh my gosh, the training tonight is kind of like what happened tonight to me and Eulalie. So I'm really hoping that Alan's message is going to help you understand how you can edify and how you can connect with your upline or sideline or downline, and have that three-way or four-way or five-way messenger groups. And he really gives a really good example, a few examples. So I might have to mute. Let me just see who's not muted. Hang on, sorry, because I want to make sure. Is everybody muted? Oh, I'm going to mute when. There we go. Okay, just in case, because I know I want this to. And please put your thumbs up if you can hear. Okay, so here is, I have the Bluetooth speaker on. Some it worked earlier, so hopefully it'll
I'm
just
just
work.
saying, a second reason I like Messenger is you have the option to use audio regardless of what platform their phone is on. So they see the person, they put a face with a name, you get to use audio, and when we can leverage other people's um up the ball on doing our part anyway to make sure you all understand what a three-way message is, the power of a three-way message, how you use a three-way message. And it's a very simple thing. But like anything, everything is hard until it gets easy. Everything is easy once you learn it, right? I think the English language is very easy. Of course, I've never, remember really having to learn it either. Those that try to learn it, it's tough, right? But once you learn it, you know it. So three-way messaging, same thing, super simple. But if you don't know, we don't know what we don't know. So the main thing with the three-way message I want to just really make sure that we all understand is in this business, and it's been said before, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Am I butchering that? Anyway, we do a lot better with others. And when we can leverage other people's stories, and I'm not telling you yet anything you probably don't know, but it bears repeating. When we can leverage other people's stories and other people's business success and other people's personalities and other people's gifts, talents, and abilities that we just aren't strong in, it helps, it matters. And so let's not try to build this business alone. And this is what I want to share with you right now as a super simple way that you can engage with other people to help you help other people more effectively and bring them on board your team. I think everybody on this call would probably say, I would like to have more business partners. I would like to have more promoters joining me. This is a simple thing you can implement that can help you towards that end. And I assure you, it will help you towards that end. So, what is a three-way message? I've in the past referred to them as group chats because when you put two, three or more people together on Facebook Messenger, me, someone else, and someone else, three of us or more, that's what Facebook refers to that as a group chat. You can go on Messenger and create a chat, right, with a group of people, three or more. So you might hear it referred to as group chats. I'm trying to say now three-way messages. The three-way messages seems maybe more clear to understand. The only problem with three-way messages, it might be a four-way message or a five-way message or a six-way message. So when I say three-way message, it's a minimum of three people in a group chat. Okay. So that's what it is. It's you, your prospect, and somebody else in Neil Life. Ideally, your upline. Could be sideline. It could be downline. It could be anyone but you. That's the key. Anyone but you. Okay. So I know Lisa Whitman's done a fantastic job of this, and she has some promoters on her team as a result of it. I'm not saying it's because of this only, but I'm just saying that she used this strategy of bringing people together and letting people connect And it's super, super powerful. There's many examples I could give you, but I won't. But so that's what a three-way message is. And I know as I look throughout the team, I see very few people using it. I'm like, this is way too simple and way too effective for us not to be having this tool in our tool belt and using it on a regular basis. And that is why this next week activity challenge is three-way messages. Okay, so I'll get to that in just a second. But if you say, well, show me an example of what a three-way message is, Alan. Show me an example. Would you like to see an example? So let me do that, because I know people would like, that would probably be helpful. So let me throw this on my screen, and at least, you know, this will be in the recording, so you don't have to worry about reading it. And it's not even the words that are, and all my three-way messages don't look alike. Your three-way messages shouldn't even look like mine or be, you know, the same as mine or anything like that, but you'll get the idea. An example might be, and this is actually from one that I wrote. I tweaked a little bit, but we're going to call prospect. Well, we'll just call prospect. All right. I don't know what her name is or his name is, but hello, prospect. I wanted to introduce you to one of our incredible mentors and business partners here at Neolife. I've included the person who introduced us to Neolife back in 2000. I'm forever grateful for his patience with me. And I would put Lawrence Clark. Okay, I don't know why I didn't put that there. I'm forever grateful for his patience with me, as it took me a while to get over my own skepticism about the business and jump in. And boy, am I glad I did. Now, I'm going to edify this person or persons that I put in this group chat, in this case, Lawrence. Okay, edify meaning build up, brag on, make them sound like they walk on water, so to speak. And I don't know that I did a great job with it on this one, but he and his wife, Marjorie, also have one of the larger businesses in Neolife, are phenomenal people of integrity and character, and like us, love helping others win in all areas of life, business just being one of the areas. They have been enjoying the benefits of this work from anywhere leveraged income business for over 30 years now, and freely giving of their time to ministry and smashing their Neolife business with us, impacting lives around the world. Lawrence, meet prospect. They are a firefighter from Kalamazoo, and they are married, and they have 3 children. And he just watched the Income with Impact video, and he loves what he saw, and he wants to learn more. And he's just looking for some extra wiggle room in his family household budget. And he's a neat Christian guy. And I know you two are going to love each other. I mean, whatever. I'm just going to talk a little bit about the prospect so that Lawrence knows who he's talking to. I want to introduce you to and let you share a little of your story experience with this Neolife business. So here's the key. I've got to tell Lawrence in this case what I want him to do. It's not like, hey, Lawrence, meet prospect from Kalamazoo. Prospect, meet Lawrence. Lawrence is a great guy. Okay. And then Lawrence is like, okay, now where do I go from here? I told Lawrence, can you please share a little of your experience and story? Facts tell, and stories, what? Sell. Can you see why this might be helpful when we start bringing in people like Lisa Whitman has done such a great job of, and others? But again, very few of you are doing this. I know, because I know how many I get put in, and I know when I talk to people and they ask me, well, what is it? Well, then you're obviously not doing it. So we got to talk about this. So now Lawrence can hop on there and he can say whatever he wants to say, but he can say, hey, Alan, thanks for the introduction. So-and-so, awesome to meet you. Yeah, my experience has been amazing. This is what we've experienced with Neolife, blah, 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 blah. Does that help me recruit this person? Of course it helps. Of course it helps. Now, what if this person was a yoga instructor, I don't know, fitness instructor or something, and I not only added Lawrence on there, but I added Jamie Summers on there, and maybe someone else I know that was or is a fitness instructor that's having success or just building a Neolife business, period. Doesn't matter if they're having success or what success looks like for them. In this case, Jamie has had a lot of success, but it could be anyone that's in the business. And I'm introducing, hey, this is Lawrence, is my mentor, this the same stuff. And by the way, I threw Jamie on here. She's also a fitness instructor like you, or was actually retired from it. because of her Neolife business. And yeah, by the way, so-and-so's on here too. I just wanted them, hey, can you all just share with Prospect a little bit of your experiences? Now everybody pops back into that chat. Hey, so-and-so, nice to meet you. Yeah, my experience has been blah, 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 blah. Literally can be 1 minute on an audio messenger. 1 minute. Or if you like to type, fine. But that's how simple it can be, and that's how powerful it can be. So that's what a group chat or three-way message is. Is that clear? I need to see the chat. Let me know if that's clear. Let me know if you have questions. I've got a little more to share, but I want to make sure I'm not losing anybody yet. Not ever. I don't want to lose you. Let's see here.
Alan, you were telling me earlier your preferred method of group messaging and some of the reasons why. I don't know if you're getting ready to touch on that, but
yeah,
that was super powerful.
Thank you for asking. Yeah. So this can be done on text. I mean, it could be done on email. It could be done on Messenger. It could be done a lot of places, I guess. But let me tell you why I prefer Messenger. Ideally, Facebook Messenger. And here's why. One is when Prospect gets put in a group chat or three-way message with Jamie and Lawrence and me. Let's just say I did that. Let's go with that scenario. What happens? What is Prospect going to do? They're like, okay. And by the way, did I ask Prospect, hey, can I introduce you? Would you be okay if I introduce you to my mentor and business partner, another friend of mine, another business partner? And by the way, your downline is your business partner. Your sideline is your business partner. Your upline is your business partner. Keep that straight. Okay. We're all partners. We're all in this. We all have the same shared mission. We're all partners moving and advancing health and financial freedom and all the things that we stand for. Okay. So do I ask the prospect, is it okay if I put you in this group chat? Let me challenge anyone that's on this call that's going, yeah, I don't know about that. You wouldn't ask. Let me challenge you. You're at a get together. You're at a gathering. You're at a party and you're chatting with someone and you meet them and you're like, dude, this person needs to know this person. Person A, they need to meet person B. Another friend of mine and person B is walking by. Are you going to go, is it okay? This is person B. Like, is it okay if I introduce you real quick? Is it, do I have your permission? Or are you going to say, ho, hey, person B, come here, person B. Dude, you got to meet person A. Hey, you guys have so much in common. Hey, this is my friend, da-da-da. Of course, we're not going to ask permission. We just make introductions. Why on Messenger do we feel like, oh, we got to ask to introduce? Like, that might be too pushy. No, it's very friendly. And here's the cool part. If I introduce person B to person A at a party, person A doesn't have a choice but to talk. I mean, they're kind of obligated to like say hi. In a messenger, we're not obligating anybody to reply. They don't ever have to reply if they don't want to. No problem. No problem. So like get that thinking out of your head. If it is in your head, like, well, I got to connect. No, that's the beauty part. Or the three-way call, you got to make sure that person's available and this person's available and your person's available. And you got to align your schedules all at the same time to make a phone call or a Zoom. And we still do that. But that's tougher. A message, you don't ask for permission. You don't worry about the time of the day or the night. You just make it happen. And then people can reply anytime in the next 24 hours. It's flexibility. It's freedom. It fits in the lifestyle business that we all desire. So why Messenger? Because the first thing that person's going to do when they see they're in a group message and they see this thing in their Messenger inbox is go, who is Jamie and who is Lawrence? What did Alan just do? And what would you do? Would you click on Jamie's profile and Lawrence's profile? Who are these people? And now you got to see a face, you got to see a family, you got to see what they stand for, you got to see it's a real person. If I put you in a group text, if I put Jamie Lawrence and my prospect in a group text, what are they going to see? I just got introduced to two numbers that aren't in my contact, and I don't know who the heck I'm talking to. Is that as good? You be the judge. Now, that's one reason I like Messenger. Here's the other reason. Because of all you Android users, Gabby, I see you. If Jamie, thankfully she has an iPhone, but if she had an Android, or if my prospect had an Android, or if Lawrence had an Android, and I put you in a group text, guess what? Nobody can audio message. They have to type. And some would rather type. Guys like me and Dwight would probably rather talk. I know you can speak to text, but my speak to text comes out saying stuff. It gets me in trouble every single time. So why I like audio is because it's convenient. I can do it while I drive. And I also can you can hear tonality, and it's not as good as a phone call, but it's the next best thing because you can hear the person's voice and not just read words. So I'm not selling you on audio. I'm just saying a second reason I like Messenger is you have the option to use audio regardless of what platform their phone is on. So they see the person, they put a face with a name, you get to use audio. And here's the other thing is now if it's on Facebook, even Instagram Messenger, but especially Facebook, now I can be in the game with this person. I can send them a friend request. You know, we're going to have a conversation in this group chat, this three-way message. And now what's the logical thing to do? Just like as if we were at a party and I was introducing somebody, a professional networker is going to connect with them on social media. So now it's easy to connect with them because I'm already connected to their Facebook profile through the chat. So that's the third reason I like Messenger. Now they're in our orbit. They're in our world. They're seeing our stuff. And this thing is all about team. This is all about community. This is all about we're supporting each other. And as they see the social proof of other people living lives and lifestyles that they desire, potentially, it's a whole lot more than my prospect just seeing my Facebook feed. I want them seeing Jamie's posts, and I want them seeing Lawrence's posts, and I want them seeing whoever I'm adding in. And if you don't want them seeing posts of people, then don't add them in. Like pick your tribe. But I mean, we got a pretty cool tribe here. I'd say to not take advantage of it is quite a sad thing to me for people that want to impact lives at scale. So that's why I like Facebook Messenger. Don't worry about what your upline or whoever you're adding or what Lawrence's preferred method or Jamie or whoever's preferred method of communication is. Don't worry about that. We're caring about the prospect. If Lawrence never gets on Facebook Messenger, which he does, by the way, but if he doesn't, I can easily send him a text and go, Lawrence, I just put you in an important three-way chat, three-way message on Messenger. If you could check it sometime in the next day or so, that'd be great. Super simple solution. Okay. So why group chats? Why three-way messages? I keep saying group chats, three-way messages, group chats, all the same thing. Why? Okay. I've already mentioned some of these. One, it adds credibility. It's somebody besides you. An expert is somebody from out of town carrying a suitcase or a briefcase. You've heard that saying? Like anyone but you can be the expert. We can't be the expert. And we can be, but we're shooting ourselves in the foot with duplication and scalability of our business if we're the end-all be-all expert and everything to our prospect. If we don't bring other people in, then they think they have to be the expert too. And if you wonder why we're not getting people interested in the business, maybe that's why. But it adds credibility. It shows a bigger picture, a bigger community. How do they even know anything? How would they even know how amazing our community is if you're not introducing them to people in our community? Like that's our biggest selling point. Is it our biggest selling point? Maybe that's an overstatement. It's right up there with the quality of our products, in my opinion. And it's right up there with our compensation plan. It's right up there with all the things. And I think you all agree with that. Our community is one of our biggest selling points. So why aren't we selling it to the prospect when we're courting them, when we're communicating with them, when we're educating them? Why aren't we instantly getting them involved with the community or upline, sideline, downline people? Again, like Lisa and others have been doing so well. So also, third is you don't have to have all the answers. Now you've got support. If they choose to engage in the chat, there's questions being asked. There's other people to help answer them and give perspective to it. And guess what? You might learn something in the process by listening in on this chat. 4, maybe I feel like I missed one, but here's the last thing I want to say about why is you when we're prospecting a potential business builder or even a customer, they are consciously or subconsciously judging the business process, like whether or not they may not even realize they're doing it. Okay. But if and when the business ever crosses their mind, even if they're just a customer you're recruiting, they will go back to, how do you do this business? Well, whatever Lisa did with me or whatever Alan did with me or whatever. And if they can go back to, let's see, they started a conversation with me. They were a real human first, instead of just a marketer and commission breath. They actually genuinely cared about me. 3, they invited me to look at some information that I said yes to. They introduced me to other people, and so they didn't have to have all the answers. They helped me get started, and they plugged me into a system where I could plug into training calls and success teams and all these things. Like, yeah, I think I could do that. right? It just is teaching people they can do what we do. So, I think that's about it. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. Why do we love them? Again, I mentioned on this time freedom, three-way calls. Sounds like I'm down on three-way calls. I'm not down on three-way calls, and we do three-way calls and we'll do three-way Zooms, but you can only do so many in a day. I mean, if you've only got an hour a day to crush your business, man, and you get someone that wants to chitty chat for 30 minutes or 45 minutes on three-way call, that's great. Just make it, it's fine, but you can only do so many of those in a day. Everyone only has so much time. So how does that scale? And so we pick and choose the three-way Zooms and the three-way calls, but everyone can go in a three-way message. Everyone. I can wake up to 10 or 15 three-way messages, and anytime that day, go spend 20 or 30 minutes, boom, 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 banging them out. In fact, the people that are their downlines, like the mastermind that we're in with Eric Worre, the people that are getting put in like, 20 or 30 or 40 a day by their team and making hundreds and millions of dollars a year, just to put it in perspective, they'll even record their minute and a half story and their minute and a half response, basically, so they can just type back and go, hey Jamie, so nice, or whoever, prospect, hey prospect, so nice to meet you. You're in great hands with one of our top leaders here, Mary. And then copy, paste, send on an audio message that's 90 seconds long that they pre-recorded and send to every chat they get put in. Beautiful. Why would the message have to change for different prospects, right? But that's why it's important when you put someone in a group chat, you put us in a group chat or anyone else, it's like, hey, so-and-so, can you please share with prospect a little of your story and your experience? Tell us what you want. And ideally, it needs to be share a little. Can you please share with them a little of your story and your experience? Because I know you've got more story and experience than us. Or if not, maybe you're putting your downline in the chat and they don't have as length of time with Neolife. That doesn't matter. Hey, so-and-so, can you please share your story and your experience as a fitness trainer with Mary? So powerful, powerful, powerful. As we start doing this more and more with each other, sideline, crossline, downline, with whoever, you all will see. It is fun. It is powerful. It's time freedom, and it just works. All right.
Just stop here because so I'm going to give an example. So today, Yuli, you know how we did that three-way call with your prospect? You called and I was cooking dinner and I was able to get on that call with you. What would be a good idea to continue, right? The follow-up and continue that conversation. Hang on, let me see how I can make this full screen again. What would be good? I thought I saw her on. Did she go back off again? Oh, there she is. It would be good for Yuli to put us on a three-way chat in Messenger just to keep that communication going, right? So another person, Serena, you use this quite a bit. Like you've created a couple of group chats with a couple of your prospects where, you're at work during the day, right? And you'll add me to the group chat and then you'll just introduce me to so-and-so. And then we can continue that conversation while you're at work. Another person that uses this a lot with me is Jalzi Casella. You hardly ever see her on our Zooms because she is marking papers every night. She's teaching high school. She is swamped. But if she has somebody interested, she'll create a group three-way chat, introduce me to that person, and then we just kind of start chatting and connecting on a three-way. So does that kind of help you guys and make it more clear and make it easier for you to connect and edify? And any questions, anything that's on your hearts from what Alan said tonight, or even just some examples and success stories, because I know we've had a few people. Serena, you can share maybe. I'm trying to think who else uses that. Yeah, go ahead, Serena.
Well, yeah, like we have kind of created a couple of group chats with, I guess, sort of already club members that may have questions, sort of, how to use the products and that sort of thing. But I was just thinking, I liked what Alan was saying, how, if it's somebody who's interested in maybe a weight loss journey or, exercising, whatever, like drawing in, like we have such a large community here. Like I'm just thinking as an example, when, like, you have a great story when it comes to cholesterol and I'm not sure if it was blood pressure too, but cholesterol, I remember, like, that would be awesome to be able to just, hey, when, like, would you like to share your experience? I like that idea. That I have not done. I think that's a great idea.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And the messenger, I think, is great because, like he said, you can click. Like, for example, I'm my yoga instructor, another person that I'm kind of introduced the business to. I asked her, "Hey, can we be friends on Facebook?" And then as soon as I looked at her and I clicked on her profile, we have mutual friends. So I was like, "Oh my gosh!" I said, "We know so and so and so and so. That's great. What a small world, right?" Because it just makes that person feel a little more safe when they know that you know people. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to three-way her in with other yoga instructors that I know that are using the products, right? So, anyways, I'm excited to use this a little more often as well.
And I'm sorry, guys, I got on a bit late. But it was for signing someone up, so that was a good thing for me, and for Neolite for sure, and for the person. But Alan was talking about recording our story a minute and a half, and that if someone say Nat, I asked you, could you share your story? So on Facebook Messenger, for example, would you just put stuff in writing, or would you send your video?
No, not a video. It's an audio or just
an audio.
So actually, he showed some examples. Go back and watch the beginning. He recorded his session where he say, "Hey, I want to introduce the prospect. Hey, I want to introduce Nada. She's been in this business for 35 years, and she was able to leave her police career." He uses other examples. It depends on what that prospect is interested in, and how you would introduce me, or how you would introduce somebody else. And then I'd be in that group chat, and I'd say, "Oh, hi, hey Cindy." I said, "Oh, I'm so excited, looking forward to connecting with your prospect." So with Cindy, or with, let's say, with Julie. Julie, it's great to meet you. Yes, Cindy and I have known each other, and I could just type all that in, or I could do a voice.
Oh, you can do, okay, a voice. Okay, gotcha. So it's not necessarily, because he talked about some recordings, but he
did that,
recording a voice to put it through. Okay, got it.
But he says there's some of the bigger distributors that are $1 million businesses, like where they're making probably $500,000 a month in business, in income. They have a larger, more people that are inviting them, so they have an automated message that they say they will message and say, "Hey, oh yeah, hey," they'll text in the message and say, "Yes, it's great to meet you. I'd love to share my story with you," and then it's already recorded. And then they would just copy and paste and share their story, because it's the same story.
Yeah, gotcha.
Right, how they got started, and who introduced them, and how the products have impacted their life, and how the income opportunities changed their life, pretty much, right? So especially if there might be two versions of a voice recording, one more for health and product testimonial, and then there'll be a business testimonial that will probably be recorded. Depends on what they're inviting and what that person's interested in.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
So I have a comment and a question, really. How does this compare? So let's just say, given the scenario in terms of, hey, you're introducing people here and there, that would then, I suppose, be a not so much as a serious kind of question. For example, I'm just trying to compare that with Zane yesterday, right? So with Zane, you and Sean, that was more intense, as in more detailed, because that was prospecting the business. So how do you then figure when to use that kind of Zoom platform versus what Alan's talking?
Alan,
hang on. When you're talking about this, because if you're going in this introduction thing, and you can, you zip in here and there, but how do you figure out, is that because it's a lighter kind of conversation, sort of prospecting, versus Zane, who already indicated that he was pretty, wanting to learn more? So
yeah,
that's
but think about it, Leonie. We had to schedule a time. I had
no, I know that.
He was only
but I'm
available
saying,
at that time,
right.
whereas we could have done a 3-way group chat before that, not waiting 2 days, and do a 3-way chat and do a Zoom eventually. So,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Or even now, Sean, me, and him can maybe Sean can create a 3-way messenger group chat with us now, right? Rather than me sending Zane messages and Sean sending Zane a message. I think it'd be good that for the 3 of us to be in a group chat. I see Tracy's husband in a group chat and do a follow-up conversation.
Yeah. So what I'm saying to you then, like for example, yesterday, because it was a different way, right? So in that intensity of the conversation and the depth, because you did go through, we went through a lot of depth with your business and that. So I'm just trying to figure out, okay, when you use one and when you use
all
the
work.
other,
They all
right?
work. But what Alan's trying to get at, could you imagine if you had 4 or 5 of those chats going on a day, right, with different people?
No, there's different intensity too, right? Yeah. Yeah. So
right?
I guess the thing is we have to measure that, right? So yeah, okay. No, I think it's a great idea and it's a great tool. And to use that, I think it's wonderful.
Yeah, because like I said, I'm going to use Jelzy a perfect example. She's never available in the evening, and and even she's really busy on the weekends. So she loves the 3-way group chats, and she's got a few messenger groups happening with me right now that I'm chatting and connecting. And one was her sister at one point where she had all these questions and Jelzy couldn't answer them, but she saw me answering her sister's questions in the group chat.
Would you at any time have connected with her personally, like talking on the phone live, or no? Is it all through group chat?
Well, no,
with her sister.
well, it depends. It could happen, Leonie, but
That's right.
This is just to continue that group, that conversation continue.
Yeah, it depends on where you're at. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks.
Does everybody understand like the concept and why? That I think Alan was pretty clear. You guys are being quiet. Sean, you're good.
Hi, it's Gwen. And
Hi, Gwen.
I guess I'm not sure how to set it up. Does that sound like I should know how to do that? Because I don't understand how to set up a messenger chat and be available to go into it. It sounds like you'd have to be on your phone all day or with your phone in your hand just in case somebody pops into your messenger chat. And how would you know that?
Well, isn't that cool? Remember what Alan said? He could get up in the morning, there'll be 5 chats there, and he will schedule at some point. Like what I do is that when I'm in my car, either to or from yoga, I'll sit in my car and I'll answer all my messages, right? So you can create that group chat anytime. So when you go to Messenger, you know what, we'll maybe what I'll do. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, can't you kind of walk everyone through it? I mean, do you have an iPhone?
No,
or whatever phone you have?
Yeah, I think when you go to Messenger, Serena,
it says
create an iPhone, right?
Yeah, it does say just create a group.
It just says create a group. So when you go to chats, I'm on an Android, and maybe I'll have Serena share how to do it on an iPhone.
So if you open up your Messenger app, does everybody know what the Messenger app looks like?
So is that under Facebook app, in the Facebook app?
Yeah. You can do it through Facebook, or you can just, I can't really see it on my phone. Yeah.
Go further back, Serena. I think if you go further back, see how you can.
Against your face.
It's this one right here. It says Messenger. It's got the little squiggle through it. Anyway, it's easier rather than going through Facebook if you just download the app onto your home screen. And then when you open up the app, and
can you hold the phone back further like this, and maybe we could see it better?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so I'm clicking on my Messenger app.
Okay.
Okay, and then in the top right corner, there's a little square with a pen in it. If you click on that, right at the top, it says create a new group. And if you click on create a new group, you can either pick people from the list, like scroll through the list, or you can use the search bar to find the person and add them into a group. And you can even name the group. So when you're down the road, if you're looking for, a certain group, you can name the group. So, for instance, like one of the ones I have with Nada, with my cousin Lisa, I've named it that so I can easily find it, so I know, because how many Lisas do we know? So it's actually pretty easy once you do it once, then yeah.
That's super helpful.
Okay, good.
And that's
good.
Even on the Android, yes, when you said that pencil, because I was looking, I've done it before, but I couldn't remember. But when you said that pencil, the Android has the same thing too on the top
Right.
right. So that's
and I'm new to Facebook, and so I do stuff and I don't realize what it's called. So that's helping big time.
Yeah. So
awesome.
Yeah, we do it all the time. Yeah.
I kind of get it. Now we have a Neolife Canada business. That's a set up chat, right?
Yeah.
And when we have our daily rosary one. So
that's all that.
We must have another one because it's just not up here right now. But
we had one. Yeah, we had
three
one
that I get messages from daily.
Yeah, and I created I created the rollerblading.
Yeah,
people that went rollerblading. I created that because I didn't want to be communicating with all the people that weren't
the non-rollerblading people.
The non-rollerblading people.
Right.
But if you come rollerblading, you'd be added to that.
Teleport. I'll teleport over, and then I can go rollerblading.
Yeah, and like I said, I think it's just a great way to get people comfortable and stories being shared at any time, because people are busy, and if they can't, let's say you want to do a Zoom at one time and I'm not free and that person's free, and if you're trying to connect with 3 or 4 people, sometimes it's hard to schedule that time, right? But if you can do that 3-way group chat, then
works. And it has to be a willing prospect who chat, doesn't mind being put in the chat.
Oh yeah. You've actually already
invite them to the chat.
Yeah. They're kind of interested, but they just need a little more information, and they want to hear more stories, and right, especially when you're introducing somebody to the business, right? You want to make sure that that they're comfortable, right? Yeah.
So Nada, would that have been applicable this afternoon with Judith?
Yeah, if you couldn't get a hold of me, right? Like, you're lucky I answered my phone. I was cooking dinner. But now what you could do is we could create a 3-way chat with her and just say, hey, I've just put the 3 of us together in a group chat. Let us know when you get your tray in, and then she'll add, hey, I got my tray in, and I'll get on there and say, oh, that's great. Make sure you take it with food. You know what I mean? Like, continue that, kind of like reassurance, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is she on Messenger, Yulie?
I don't think so.
Okay. Does she have a Facebook? Well, we'll have to find out. I
can always add her, correct?
Yeah. Always. Ask. Hey, like, can we become friends on Facebook? I'd like to add you to a 3-way Messenger group chat with Nada, so we can just connect and make sure that you're on the right journey. Right. Okay. And Megan, that'd be really good for you too. Like, I think the younger generation would like that. Just that, connecting with smaller groups, and Okay. Anybody else? Rachel, is that clear as mud for you? Yeah, you're pretty tech savvy. Okay. Oh, Linda Adams is on tonight. When did she pop on? I just saw you, Linda. Woohoo! I'm not sure what time she hopped on.
Right from the beginning.
Oh, good. I think, you know what, when I don't see the videos, the names don't stand out as much, but I hope that makes sense for you guys, Linda and Jean and Luz.
Yes. Hi, Nada. Sorry, I just couldn't. It's nice to be on. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. So did you heard Alan and you understand?
Yeah, with the messenger. Yes.
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 Yeah.
So I totally understand. Yes.
Perfect. Yeah, because Linda's busy too. Like we're not local. She's in Elora. I'm here. And a lot of times we have a hard time connecting, right, Linda? And if you want to introduce me to somebody to learn more about Neolife, if you can't get on a Zoom or whatever, and we can't create that, just create that three-way chat and introduce me. Say, hey, this is Nada. She's the lady that's been helping me for, I don't know how many years now, Linda. How many years?
Oh, many.
20 years, right? And she's the one that just, yes. And just say, Nada's the one that's, been with the company for 35 years. If you have any questions, whether it be the business or whether it be health or whatever, just, and then bring me on and say, oh, hey, so looking forward to connecting with you. And I'm here to answer any questions that you may have, right? So then she can ask me the questions, right? Because sometimes when it's coming from the friend or from the mother or from the aunt or from the neighbor, you need that third party. Okay, just to make that person feel more comfortable.
And Nada, if someone isn't on Facebook, like, cause I just looked up the lady that I met today, and I can't see her. I'm going to ask her if she is, because sometimes people go under different names. But you could do that still with, like through your messenger, right? With just like through your phone numbers as well.
Oh yeah, you can do texting, but I'm wondering WhatsApp. Can you do WhatsApp group chat?
Would be good.
That would probably be better, I think. But yeah, either way, you can still do. Remember what Alan said was if they are on Facebook, they'll click and they'll kind of like, who is this person? What are they really all about, right?
Yeah. Look up into
so, but definitely, you can definitely do it with. I'm in a couple of text chats, but yes, but I really think that the messenger would be a better way. What's Chase doing?
What? Oh, he just came home and he brought dinner home, but I had already ate, so he was a little late.
Oh no, that's
tonight.
your hubby, but also, what's your husband's name?
I thought you said Jay.
Oh no, Jay. Oh, Jay. Okay, your husband's Jay. Sean's son is in the background taking a video.
No, he's let me see. He's looking at his, you can't see it. He's looking at his app, his Neolife app. Okay. I finally let him have control of his own
website. Good girl. Good girl.
So now I put it on his phone.
Awesome. He's the Elevate guy. Awesome. Okay. Anybody else before we sign off? Because I know we've got a call or are talking about 10 minutes, and Megan and I have a quick call that we want to quickly connect with after. And if anybody have guests on tonight, I'm really excited. We've been having guests for both Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm really excited, you guys. Way to go with all the invites and bringing new people on. So, and I just want you to know that Stephen did call me on the weekend, and he said that Canada has had the most promoter recruits in a long time for the history of Canada. Ooh. So I just want to say, way to go. And that's going to predict explosive growth in 2024, because the promoter signups is what's going to predict growth in 2024, which is pretty exciting. So congratulations to you all. Keep the good work. And so don't be afraid to start creating those messenger groups when you want to invite people and share. Okay. So we'll see you all in about 10 minutes. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.